Hey Caleb, it's March 11th. The last few have been kind of sobering. I mean, we've talked about toxic waste and invasive species and the death of an entire species of trees. So since yesterday was my birthday, I thought I could do some birthday trivia and talk about birthday stuff a little bit. I did get to go to St. Louis this week, but I'll tell you a little bit more about that some other video. You probably can't tell, but I'm actually wearing my St. Louis t-shirt. Maybe you can, I don't know. This is from high school still. And it's like one of those paper thin t-shirts now that you can, it's super comfy, but I use it mostly for running. And yesterday was my birthday, and we just happened to have the best weather of the entire year. It was amazing. I think it got up to 51. So of course yesterday I started running again. I admit I'm a fair weather runner, but the weather was so nice you couldn't help but want to be outside doing something. I wanted to start by talking about Facebook and birthdays. Normally I don't post on anyone's wall on their birthday, but yesterday I got so many notifications from so many people that I care about and then obviously care enough about me to post on my wall that it made me remember it actually feels really good just to hear from people you haven't heard from in a long time and to be reminded that people are thinking of you every once in a while. So while it might not be as good as an in-person happy birthday, it's still really awesome, and it made me think that I should probably do that for other people more often. So now on to some fun birthday trivia. I have Crissy Brown to thank for this. She actually sent me a whole list of things that happened on my birthday, and I picked a few that I thought were fun and a little bit nerdy. On March 10th in 1862, the US actually issued its first paper money, which is kind of cool if you think about it, but at the same time, I really wish they would get away from paper money at this point. I mean, really, what is the point? There are so many credit cards and electronic transactions that do we really need paper money anymore? I feel like it is a huge waste, personally. In 1876, on March 10th, Alexander Graham Bell made the first telephone call. In 1910, China ended slavery. That's awesome. In 1948, there was the first civilian that broke the speed of sound. And in 1964, on March 10th, the first Ford Mustang was made. I don't think those two had anything to do with each other, but still, they're pretty cool. So for my birthday, even though it was yesterday, I decided to celebrate a little bit. And what better way to celebrate than some compressed air and sugar? That's good stuff. I was first sat down with some liquid sugar. Even better. Okay, for this next part, Caleb, we need to get a little bit serious. If you would just pause the video for a second and go get Stacy, or at the very least relay this message to her, I'd really appreciate it. Stacy, I just wanted to say, happy birthday! And it's crazy that your day is the day after mine, because, yeah, I didn't know that, and I was surprised I didn't know that. It seems like we would have found out about that a little sooner. But anyway, here's some trivia for the day of your birth. March 11th is the 70th day of the year. Don't know why that's significant, it just sounded kind of cool. 71st if it's a leap year. Other people that were born on this same day? So jealous of this one. Douglas Adams, how cool is that? Instead, on March 10th, I got people like James Earl Ray and Osama bin Laden. Although I must confess, I used to think that James Earl Ray had something to do with Earl Grey tea. No connection. Here's some trivia of other things that happened on March 11th in the past. These ones aren't nearly as cool and fun as the ones I had because Crissy Brown didn't research your birthday, only mine. So this is just the stuff that I could come up with. In 1969, on March 11th, Levi Jeans added bell-bottoms to their line of clothing. Yeah, see? Not nearly a significant feeling, is it? Okay, but here's a fun one. 1971, rabbits invaded Russia. Rabbits migrated to Russia in large numbers that year because there was a crazy cold winter and they were searching for food. Caleb, does that count as an invasive species if they go there on their own? And in 1997, Paul McCartney from the Beatles got knighted by Queen Elizabeth II. Kinda cool. You'd be surprised how hard it is to find good things that happen on certain days in history. It seems like they only record the horrible things. I didn't want to fill your birthday with bad things that happened. That's a downer. Anyway, happy birthday. Even though I couldn't be there, I wanted to still celebrate your birthday as well. Might have overdone on that one a little bit. Here's hoping to another rotation around the sun. See you later, Caleb.